All right, now we're getting into some serious money-saving territory. Credit cards that actually pay you to buy gas. But before we dive in, let me be crystal clear about something. Everything I'm about to share is for educational purposes only. You should always consider your own financial situation and credit score before applying for any credit card. If you're someone who carries a balance month to month, focus on the apps we just covered instead, because credit card interest will eat up any rewards that you earn. That being said, if you're someone who pays off your credit cards in full every month, these gas rewards cards could be absolute game changers. I'm talking about cards that give you 3, 4, even 5% cash back on gas purchases. And yes, you can absolutely stack these rewards with those apps we already talked about. So let's start with what I consider the holy grail of gas credit cards, the Costco Anywhere Visa card. If you're already a Costco member or thinking about becoming one, this card is ridiculous. You get 5% cash back on gas purchased at Costco and 4% cash back on gas purchased anywhere else, up to $7,000 in combined gas spending per year. Let me put that into perspective. If you spend $3,000 a year on gas, which is pretty typical for most people, and you use this card for all your gas purchases, you're looking at $120 to $150 in cash back annually just from the gas purchases. And remember, you're already saving 20 cents per gallon by shopping at Costco, so you're getting cheap gas and cash back on top of it. Here's the beautiful part about the Costco card. There's no annual fee beyond your Costco membership, which we already talked about paying for itself through the gas savings alone. So this is essentially free money on top of money you're already saving. Now, if you're not a Costco member and don't want to become one, let me tell you about the Blue Cash Preferred card from American Express. This card gives you 3% cash back on gas station purchases, and it also gives you 6% back on groceries and streaming services, which is pretty sweet. The Blue Cash Preferred does have an annual fee of $95, but here's the math. If you spend $2,000 a year on gas, that 3% cash back gives you $60. Add in the grocery and streaming rewards, and for most families, this card more than pays for itself. Plus, American Express often runs sign-up bonuses where you can earn $200 or more in the first few months. Here's a card that a lot of people don't know about but absolutely should. The PenFed Platinum Rewards Visa. This is from Pentagon Federal Credit Union, and before you ask, no, you don't need to be in the military to join. Anyone can become a PenFed member. This card gives you 5 points per dollar spent on gas purchases, which translates to about 5% back when you redeem for cash or travel. But here's the kicker. There's no annual fee, and there's no limit on how much you can earn. Most other cards cap your bonus earnings, but not this one. Now, let's talk about the Discover It Cash Back card, which has a unique twist that makes it perfect for strategic gas buyers. This card gives you 5% cash back in rotating categories that change every quarter. And gas stations are typically one of those categories for at least one quarter per year. Here's the genius part. Discover matches all your cash back at the end of your first year. So if you earn $100 in cash back, they give you another $100. That means during gas station quarters in your first year, you're effectively earning 10% cash back on gas. That's just insane. The strategy here is to pay attention to when gas stations are the 5% category. It's usually summer driving season, and load up on gas station gift cards during that quarter. Buy $1,500 worth of gas cards, earn 5% back, get it doubled to 10%, and you've just saved $150 on gas you were going to buy anyway. But sometimes the best strategy is to skip the general rewards cards and go straight to the source with brand-specific cards. The ExxonMobil Smart Card Plus, for example, gives you an instant 10 cents per gallon discount on regular gas and 12 cents per gallon on premium, right at the pump. Plus, you get 5% back on convenience store purchases. If there's an Exxon or Mobil station on your regular route, this card can save you some serious money. The discount happens instantly, so you see the savings immediately. And unlike cash back cards where you wait for your statement, this puts money back in your pocket right now. Shell also has a similar card, and so do most major gas station chains. The key is to pick one that matches where you actually buy gas. There's no point getting a Shell card if the nearest Shell station is 20 minutes out of your way. Now, here's how to choose the right card for your situation. First, think about where you actually buy gas. If you're already shopping at Costco regularly, the Costco Anywhere Visa is a no-brainer. If you spread your gas purchases around different stations, A general rewards card like the Blue Cash Preferred or the PenFed Platinum probably makes more sense. Second, consider your spending patterns. If you're a high volume gas buyer, maybe you have a long commute or drive for work, cards with no earnings caps like the PenFed Platinum become much more attractive. If you're an average driver, cards with caps might still give you a maximum value. Third, think about whether you want simplicity or maximum optimization. Brand-specific cards often give the highest savings, but managing multiple cards and remembering which one to use and where can be a hassle. Sometimes a single good general rewards card is the better choice. Here's my personal strategy, and you can adapt this however it works for you. I use the Costco Anywhere Visa for all my Costco gas purchases, which is probably 70% of my gas buying. For the occasional times I fill up elsewhere, I use a general rewards card that gives me solid cash back on gas. But here's where it gets really exciting. Stacking these credit card rewards with those apps we talked about in the last module. Let's say I'm filling up at a Shell station. I use my gas rewards credit card to pay, earning 4% cash back. I also use the Shell app to get their fuel rewards discount, saving 10 cents per gallon at the pump. Then I snap a photo of my receipt for upside, earning another 15 cents per gallon in cash back. On a 15-gallon fill-up, that's about $2.40 from the credit card, $1.50 from the fuel rewards discount, and $2.25 from upside. That's over $6 in savings and cash back on one fill-up, just for using my phone and the right credit card. One important thing to remember, these are all real credit cards, which means they affect your credit score when you apply, and you need to manage them responsibly. If you're not comfortable managing multiple credit cards, stick with one good gas rewards card and focus on the apps. Also, pay attention to sign-up bonuses. Many of these cards offer $200 or more in bonus rewards when you meet a spending requirement in the first few months. Since you're going to be buying gas anyway, these bonuses are basically free money. The bottom line is this: if you're already using credit cards responsibly, well, then there's no reason not to earn rewards on your gas purchases. Between the right credit card and the apps we covered, you can easily save 20% or more on every gallon you buy. In our final module, we're going to tie everything together and create your personal gas saving action plan, including some timing strategies that most people completely overlook. But first, take some time to research which credit card makes the most sense for your situation. Your future self will thank you every time you're filling up. And if you're ready to put together your complete gas saving strategy, let's finish strong.